Welcome back, folks, to Luigi's Mansion. We just got our bounty for murdering all the ghosts in Area 3. And now we're going into Area 4, the final area of the game.
That is also half the game, as you explained.
That is also half the game, yeah. The last, this is part 8, so the last 6 parts or so are gonna be, yeah, it's all Area 4. The thing about Area 4,
really,
though...
those first 3 floors are just, they're just like a tutorial for the actual...
I'd say Area 1 is the tutorial, and after that, the rest of the areas are just get progressively more difficult. Sure. But, yeah, oh, this is the jewel that's worth 20 million.
Oh my god.
Quite imperative if you're going for the A rank. And it's easy to get. You just have to water that plant every time you beat the boss. Or beat a boss.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. There's 2 of those
Is that
gems
a lot
in
of,
this
like,
game.
is that a lot of backtracking in the span of this game, or no?
Nah, not at all.
Well, I see I see Luigi is putting his waterbending skills to good use.
I restarted Avatar the other day because, or not the other day, other week, when I still had time, and because I never actually got through the entire series. I just watched it sporadically. Yeah,
it's really good.
And like I just, God, I don't even remember where I left off. But yeah, watching the old episodes again, I think I should just skip ahead and try to find where I left off because I don't know if I can get through them again.
Nah, I mean, I don't know. I remember when I first started watching that, I was definitely like intrigued, but not like amazed or anything. And then it just sort of snuck up on me. Like it was just like I was like, okay, this seems okay. I'll keep watching this. And then something just clicked a couple episodes in, and it was just I just couldn't stop at a certain point.
I felt sort of that way about the first season. It was kind of like, it was good, but it was just like, yeah. And then like the end of the first season came and I was like, oh shit. And then the second season came and I was pretty hooked. Like the second season is basically when it became one of the best shows on TV.
I don't remember when Toph gets introduced, but I think whenever second season, yeah, I'm a big fan of Toph. She's really great. So
she's my favorite character of that crew.
Yeah, I think it might have been when she got introduced that I was like, all right, here we go.
Yeah.
I still haven't watched Korra. It's on Netflix now. I should probably start watching that.
You should. Korra is really good, except that the second season kind of made me feel by the end of it that it was kind of became a parody of itself. Except for like these 2 episodes, which are really good because they explain like the first Avatar, which is really, really nice. But then like the rest of it's kind of like, eh.
Yeah, I've heard really, really mixed to negative things about the second season.
Yeah, the second season is like, I don't know like where it kind of went off the rails, but, like, because it seems like there's a solid foundation, and then you just have like Korra making a whole bunch of really stupid decisions all over the second season.
So I've grown to not trust people about this sort of thing. First off, because I don't know, use your own eyes and your own feelings and thoughts and stuff. But also because I just finished Attack on Titan, and a lot of people say that the second half of that show goes off the rails, and I don't agree with them. I think the second half of that show is really good.
Yeah, I like the second half of that show.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I like. All that to say that just like public perception of a thing is not.
Yeah. No, I have that opinion. I have that opinion of Sword Art Online, but like not Attack on Titan.
Yes, I've heard that opinion a lot of that show, and I've decided that show is just I'm just not gonna watch it. I don't think I'm gonna like it.
I thought you started Sword Art Online.
You're not missing much.
Did you start it though, Dan? I thought you started.
No, I didn't. I just figured like based on what I sort of wanted from anime these days, it just like I heard about it. I heard people describe it to me, and I was just like, you know what? I don't think this is gonna work for me.
So at this point of the game, this is the part that terrified me as a child because there's a blackout. Kind of clearly terrified Luigi too. At this point, the ghosts are all on full blast in every room because every room's dark again. And your job is to go to the basement, so you have to go through the entire mansion and activate the breaker. But at this point, ghosts are popping left, right, and center. Also, you cannot save.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, like at this point, you just can't save because the power's out, and the toads are all hiding because they're terrified. And if you guys
It's
look
interesting to consider.
Nope.
at the so if you guys look at the top or the left or right side of Luigi there, you can see him sort of hanging in the silhouette. This is considered a glitch in the game, the hanging Luigi glitch, or the hanging man, because it looks like he's
Where?
being hung by a string. You
Man, I wish I could see that.
Oh wait, I think you see it there again. But I don't
I
think
didn't
this is
see
clear.
a hanging thing. That's very similar to the urban legend around the Wizard of Oz.
Oh.
There's apparently a scene in that movie where you can see there was like a rumor going around that like someone, like one of the Munchkins or something, was like really depressed and hung themselves on set, and you can see their light in the shadow of some part of Wizard of Oz. It's all bullshit, obviously, but it's like it's just one of those urban legends that sort of pervades.
Like the graphic designer or the something animator who left their boot in the asteroid scene in Empire Strikes Back. Yeah.
What did they do?
The urban legend is that they were pissed off with like production and stuff like that because they were overworked. So in the asteroid field, they made one of the asteroids in the background their boot, which supposedly blended in really well.
Yeah, that is. I mean, if that's true, that is the most. That's like the most passive type of revenge they could have possibly gotten. That's not even. That's not edgy in the slightest.
Did you remember we were talking about that during our Star Wars review?
Yeah, I do recall. Yeah, but seeing as we're talking about urban legends in movies, I thought it'd be appropriate to bring it up again.
You basically got gang jumped by those ghosts.
I was really hoping I could like gang them all up and then just hit them with like a light all at once, because it's so sad. I do that later on in this in the area, and it's just so satisfying when you catch like 10 ghosts off guard at once. But yeah, this... I realize why Area 4 is so obnoxiously large. It's not because of the size or the scope necessarily, but it's because Area 4 is technically the roof and the basement, and those are obviously on two completely opposite ends of each other. So that's what makes Area 4 feel so long. This is also, so for the folks playing along at home, the blackout is a really good opportunity to take advantage of catching any rich ghosts or gold mice that you might have missed, because now that the rooms are dark again, you can recapture any that you missed. They won't reappear, you've already got them beforehand, though. Also, there is one optional portrait ghost, I believe, in this area, but I could be mistaken about that. I want to say it's Uncle Grimly. But yeah, there's your Luigi's Mansion Blackout trivia.
Yeah, nice. I think this game's sort of interesting in that it's sort of it's almost like a baby's first horror game. You know, like I mean, I'm wondering, like, were you scared of this game at all as a kid, Will? I never played this as a kid, really, but
as a kid, no. I think the Blackout, like this part, was the only part that sort of terrified me. Not necessarily because of the game's setting, but because I couldn't save. And at this point in my gaming life, I not being able to save was probably the most terrifying thing, because I had a bad experience. I think on the PlayStation just before I got this game, where like a save got corrupted. I think it was like a Spyro game, and like that's a long game. So when it gets corrupted near the end, you're pretty heartbroken. So whenever the game says you can't save, I'm like, I don't know.
When I first got my Dreamcast, it was my first console since my Sega Genesis, so I didn't know that memory cards were a thing. So I just thought that I had to play, like, I had Sonic Adventure, and I would just wake up at like 5 o'clock every morning and try to get as far as I could, and then I would turn the console off. And I just assumed that was like part of the game, like it was like old games where you just kind of, you know, you did what you could. And was shocked when I learned that I had to get a memory card.
What a commitment. 5 a.m. For Sonic, though. It's a good cause.
I mean, it's... Yeah, I used to wake up at 5 a.m. like pretty regularly. That was pretty standard for me at the time. As a kid, I used to wake up super early, often to do my homework because I didn't like doing my homework after school. I liked to do it before school.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I got
was
so
always
good
after
at
school.
waking up early that I could think of a time that I wanted to wake up in my brain and just wake up at that time.
That's some serious self-discipline.
Yeah, like I never used an alarm clock. I could just trust that, like, if I thought about, okay, I'm gonna wake up at 5 o'clock, like as I was going to sleep, I would just do it.
Can you still do that? Because I feel like now that we're older, I don't know if our bodies like respond that same kind of way, or maybe they do. I don't know.
It's weird because I mean, at this point, my body has been trained to wake up at certain times because of like having a full-time job for a certain amount of time, or just like generally, I mean, until I started working consistently, pretty much throughout all of university, I pretty much had 3 years straight, maybe even 4 years straight of like going to bed at 2 o'clock a.m. every night and waking up around 10. And that just like trains your body to do stuff. So on the one hand, it means that I usually can stay up till about 1 or 2 and be fine. On the other hand, it also means that like I can't actually sleep past then. So even if I went to bed super late, I cannot, like if I go out drinking one night or something and I stay up till like 3 or 4 or whatever, I'm not gonna wake up past 10. So like I feel like at this point, it's been dictated so much by just the patterns of my day-to-day life that I can't really. I'm not as mutable as I would have been at one point in my life, but I've never tried since my grade school days. So who knows?
See, I feel bad talking about this because like here's Luigi. He's actually pulling like an all-nighter to save like the world from ghosts.
Yeah. I have, like that problem though can sometimes work against you depending on like when you go to bed. Like, for example, I'm still sort of reeling from the fact that like last year when I was doing my master's thesis, like I would end up like staying up till like 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning and then just sleeping in and then just repeating the cycle, and I still have that problem trying to get to sleep.
Yeah,
like,
I have had the discipline. Throughout university, I was fortunate enough to have the discipline to be like, okay, it's 2 o'clock, you should go to bed right now.
I never had that.
I used to have a discipline. My cutoff was 3 in the morning, but at the same time, though, it got completely ruined when I had to do my thesis because I was just like, oh, now I have to. If I don't stay up, I am not going to get this crap done. So I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, too many all-nighters, too many late-night sets is what did me in. I'm hoping though, once I have a break that completely wrecks any sort of like. It's horrible because like it's not even like you're used to going to bed late. It's just your body doesn't know when to go to sleep. So I'm hoping
it's like
by
you try
the
to go
time
to
I get a
sleep
break,
early
I can
and just
reset
can't.
that. Yeah, exactly. So I'm working.
That's the thing
I'm gonna
with
remedy
being a person who has to go on set for things, which is like I imagine. I don't know anyone who is like involved in like the film/TV world who has a regular sleep schedule.
No, there's no one. You're rarely gonna find anyone. There it is. Look at that. 4. Oh
boy.
God, it's just. Yeah, that's what I live for. Who needs sleep? That's
so. Will, I actually am a little curious because you don't actually go on set all that much, right? Like, because you mostly work as an editor.
A bit of both. Like, honestly, I used to do a lot of set and not too much editing, but then it all turned around, and all of a sudden I did more post-production when we started doing like web series because we just needed someone who edited a lot more, and I was producing, and I'm like, well, I edit too, so I'm just gonna be the editor for this thing, and that's what happened. And then I just got
you don't have to pay another person, which is always good.
Yeah,
Is that a portrait ghost?
that was a portrait ghost. Yes, so that's Uncle Grimly. He is. Yeah, I don't know. He's always creeped me out. Like he just sort of stares. Like, what's this guy doing?
Well, he went.
What are you doing? Oh my God, what is happening right now?
Oh yeah, that's. I wanted to see what happens if you like warp yourself at point blank at a mirror,
Oh, okay.
and that's what happens. You trip out.
I like it. You should put some vaporwave behind that.
Well, you can say that,
Make it real
Uncle
dank.
You could say that Uncle Grimly was vanquished grimly.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
Oh,
It's been a
okay,
while
that
since we
took
had
me
a
a
pun
second.
anyway. Okay, yeah, we're now turning on the breaker. And
Okay, I thought
that's...
you were in the furnace room and you were gonna start seeing Freddy.
No, that's the next part, Dan.
I guess you'd have to go to sleep first, also. That's
Yeah, but
No, Jason. Let's go with Jason.
but thankfully for Luigi, he's not sleeping tonight, so he doesn't have to worry about that.
yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah,
Good for him.
lives another day.